Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. My name is Alexander Cummings, and I love the Independent Minds for a Better Liberia. And I encourage you to listen on Kia Radio 95.9 FM to be informed, to be challenged, to be provoked, to think about Liberia in a new and different way. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. My name is Alexander Cummings, and I love the Independent Minds for a Better Liberia. And I encourage you to listen on Kia Radio 95.9 FM to be informed, to be challenged, to be provoked, to think about Liberia in a new and different way. My fellow Liberians, despite our diversity, we are a united people, a great and noble people. Through the strength of our unity and the resilience of our determination, we have begun to rebuild a ravished country and have survived two deadly health crises. Our people have stood together as one united people, ready to face the future. Whether you are a fisherman of Grand Cru and Sino, the hunters of Grand Jide and River G, the farmers of Lofa and Bapolu, the Gola and Vai dancers of Bumi and Kipmount, the hospitable people of Bassa and River Ses, the warriors of Maryland, the miners and explorers of Nimba, the merchants and traders of Bong, the welcoming people of Magibi, or the melting pot of Montserrado. We are one people, Liberians. We have a great challenge and opportunity ahead of us. In unity, we will rebuild this country as a shining example in Africa, demonstrating the power of a determined and united people. Our economy and our national budget will expand and grow like never before. We will improve the lives of our people and put smiles on the faces of our citizens. I promise you that together we can and will do the job. A new day is on the horizon. The time for babysitting is over. God bless you, and God bless Liberia.
Oh, Liberia, wake up time, oh, time for the people to talk. Independent minds for a better Liberia. Independent minds, let the voices be heard. From Montserrado to Grand Gede, Maryland, Lofa, Nimba and Bombi, Majibi, Bassa and River Ses, River G, Grand Cru and Sino. Ideas rising from every town, speaking the truth and lifting the nation. Progress, unity, transformation. Independent minds for a better Liberia. Independent minds, let the people speak. nation. The general. A strong voice for the people every day. Call out. Live on Care Radio FM 95.9 and Top FM in Grand Gede. Streaming on KCN TV and TGN TV. Facebook and YouTube. Independent minds. The future is bright. Independent minds. Liberia. Unite. Independent minds. The future is bright. Independent minds. Liberia. Woo!
I invented it and I stuck it on Ellis Kume and it stuck. And I get it. I invented it and I stuck it on Ellis Kume and it stuck. Shit. It stuck. Today did I get it still on Ellis Kume? It was something I invented. And the way I did it, I called somebody from Atlanta, where you are living. So I created a story and I called the person and I attached the person into it. The person is a big Liberian guy too. You say, yeah, my man, I will tell you the truth. So I use that person as a reference, that information. So that's what we did for George Weah to get him to where he is. Shit. Man. Politics is a big game, man. Yeah, so I'm not confident. That whole gate thing I invented it. Yep. And then how's gonna pick and working right? Publish that story, the one about his wife and everything. Shit. That's small thing we did for Weah, because Weah couldn't talk. We not even want for Weah to come to the microphone. We don't want him to come to the microphone. Because if Weah come to the microphone, it will be hard for us to defend it because that man, he can't talk. Yeah, that man can't talk.
Munir, the general, I'm fine, thank you. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Abraham, good to see you. Tuzan, good to see you guys as well.
Why should they count the ordinary market woman, the children, the fathers, the mothers? Why you think that they should trust you with Liberia?
Yeah, no, I think there are maybe two reasons. I'm sure there are more, but two reasons why I want and I hope and pray that Liberians trust me. One is, there's a saying that the best way to tell how somebody will behave or how they will perform in the future is how they have behaved or how they have performed in the past. So if somebody has been, bad in the past, they don't keep their promises, in the future, no matter what they say to you now, they will have that behavior. Just like if somebody has performed well, they've done a good job, they treat people well, they deliver results. If they've done that in the past, there's a high chance they will do the same in the future. So I say to Liberians, if you look at my past, if you look at Munir, my philanthropy, meaning what I've done to help Liberians, even as a private citizen, that list is very long. And as you also know, maybe people say, oh, Mr. Cummins, you should let people know you're in politics now. in helping our country, helping our people, I never did it for political reasons because I wanted to benefit or because I wanted to embarrass somebody because they needed help. But of any politician, I believe in our country, anybody who has run for the office of president, I have done the most in the past to help our people, whether it's, computers in schools, whether it's generators at schools, whether it's providing, health facilities and medication to almost most of our hospitals. The list goes on and on and on of things myself and my family have done to help our fellow Liberians because we care for our country and our people. So there's a history of somebody who gives back, who cares, and doesn't necessarily want credit for doing that. The other reason why I think Liberians should trust me is I've lived some of the experiences. As you know, I grew up in Point Four. I went to a government school, demonstration school. I grew up in Fiama with ordinary Irish common Liberians. My parents started from very, very low, modest means. My father was an outside child. My mother only finished high school. She was what they call a practical nurse. But it taught me hard work. Good. My mother used to always say, hard work, don't kill anybody. And to treat people right, treat people with respect. And so I've done all of those things. And the record is there. The proof is there. And those are examples of why Liberians should trust that what I say I will do today is what I will do tomorrow, because there's a track record of doing that. There's a track record of experiencing a lot of their challenges and of trying to do something about it in my own weak way as a private citizen of our country.
Thank you, Mr. Cummings. You said something. I do have done a lot for Liberia, but you try not to talk about it because you don't want to sting that you're bringing people down because you respect their dignity. And I witnessed it where you went to a foundation the other day in Liberia. You were giving and you told them to shut the camera off. So, Mr. Cummings, if any young man, young Liberians, or some single women listening to you, what message you have for them, because your story and their story are the same, nothing different. Or maybe they want to hear from you. What are some of the encouraging words that you would give them, whether or not to give up or they should continue to fight and whatsoever?
Yeah, a few things I would say that maybe has explained my success that they may find helpful and inspirational in terms of the challenges they are facing. One is I am a strong believer in God, and I feel I've been blessed. And I encourage young people, whatever your faith is, if you're Christian, you're Muslim, whatever your faith is, be grounded in your faith, in your belief in God and in His tender mercies to guide you, protect you, to bless you going forward. I think that belief is important, and claiming success through that belief, I think, is an important part of where I find myself and why I think I was successful, and I think it might work for other young people. A few other things I would say to them is they need to be persistent, do not give up too quickly, do not give up too easily. You will have ups and downs in life, you will have disappointments, but you gotta persist, you gotta be resilient, you gotta push to achieve your goal. Don't get discouraged too quickly. Don't let other people tell you, oh, you can't do that. I often say to young people too, don't start planning for plan B too quick, too early, right? Focus on your plan A, whatever that might be. And that persistence, that tenacity, I think is a part of our success. I think as we think about country politically, I say to Liberians, you can make a choice. One of my favorite sayings, General, is you can't keep doing the same thing and expect different results, right? That in your personal life, if you want things to be different over time, you got to do some things differently. If you're a student and last semester you didn't do good in school, or even if you say you made a C and you want to make a B or an A next semester, you got to work harder. If you work at the same way you worked in the past, you studied the same way you studied in the past, you will get the same grade or maybe even worse because the lesson is getting harder, right? So as Liberians, the people we choose to go into the legislature, to become president, vice president, if we keep choosing people with the same kind of experiences, the same kind of background, we'll get the same results, right? So I encourage young people to do things differently, make different choices, be persistent in your goals, don't give up too quickly, don't quit up too easily, and be strong in your faith. And recognize that, life is not going to be perfect. You'll be disappointed along the way, but stick with your ambition, etc. Recognize that Liberia has a lot of opportunities. We are a rich country, yet we are poor people. But if we select different kind of leaders, we'll benefit from the resources of our country. And so those are some words I hope are encouraging for people who are maybe discouraged about where they find themselves today.
Tell the Liberian people what some of the things that you went through to reach this far. Can you remember some of the challenges where someday it was tough and you think you wanted to give up while coming up?
There were many occasions you mentioned, when I came to the US for university, it was challenging, making sure I could feed myself 3-4 meals a day. I had to really manage my little small budget. Where I live was, I don't want to pretend it was comfortable, but I had to really hustle to make sure I could pay the rent to be where I could stay consistently. I was in Illinois, where it's very cold in the winter. Remember, I had only one, what you used to call a down jacket. That was a jacket I had almost the entire 3 years. I was in undergraduate school. I couldn't afford to get new and different ones. So it was, when I was in graduate school, I had to work full time, and I was going to school full time. So I used to work in the evenings. Afternoon and evenings was my shift. I worked in a bank as a clerk, and I would go to school full time, and so very little time to actually sleep, because to get through graduate school, I had to, work to help pay my tuition, pay for where I live, etc., etc. So these are all examples of some of the challenges we went through. But again, it was the determination that, as I said before, my mother is hard work don't kill anybody. And there's no fear of working hard, and with the belief that I will get the results in the end if I worked hard, if I stuck with it. And again, I want to encourage young people, because Liberia is a young country, as you know, that things are not going to be easy. We've been through some of the challenges you're faced with today, but there's light at the other end of the tunnel, as they say, if you work hard, if you persist, if you pray and believe, if you claim your success. If you know you'll be disappointed up and down, but don't let that discourage you. Keep going. If you stick to your goal, you will get the outcome in the long term.
Job creation, of success, of managing large budgets without one penny going missing. All of these things you can look at and compare to the other candidates. And again, you will see that my past performance and past behavior is a good predictor, a good indicator that what I commit to, we will deliver. There are 5 priorities we have. Our first priority is infrastructure. Simply put, it's electricity, it's roads, it's water, and it's internet and cell phone connectivity across Liberia. We have to invest in infrastructure. That is the top priority. That's the basis on which we can and will do everything else. The second priority for us is job creation. There are too many unemployed, underemployed, and unemployable Liberians. The unemployment rate is over 85%. And therefore, job creation is our next priority, creating jobs for the Liberian people. The next priority is agriculture. We are a country that do not fear ourselves. These are things we can do for ourselves. We should be producing rice to feed ourselves. And my commitment is that by the end of my first term in office, we will be self-sufficient in rice production. And within education, we're focused on vocational training, teachers training, and adult education. But we have to educate our young people because, again, that's how we can help them create jobs. That's how we can train farmers. And so these things are all linked together. And our final priority in terms of the what's is health. Because you can have good infrastructure, you can have a good job, you can feed yourself, you can have great education, but if you don't have your health, it doesn't matter. And so health is our fifth priority, and there we're focused on primary health care and preventive health care. So those are the what's we'll do for our people, for the Liberian people. How are we going to do these things? The first how is we want to engage Liberians differently in the transformation of our country. We call this hearts and minds. How do we get all Liberians to participate in the changes that are required? We're going to use arts and music and culture and reconciliation and religion. All of these things, we will be deliberate in using these things to engage us as a people in this transformation process. And so we're doing some work on how we can make those things happen. The next how is that we're going to find the money. We have to find the resources, the money, to do all of the what's I mentioned earlier. And the way we'll find the money is first, we'll go after waste in government. You know, we spend a lot of money on things that we don't need, or we pay too much for things that we do need. So for example, I believe the vehicles we buy for our government officials, we spend too much money on that. We should reduce the number of vehicles, and we should buy less expensive vehicles for our government officials. We need to reduce how much they make so we can pay teachers and civil servants and police officers and the military officers and healthcare workers, people who actually do the work. We need to pay them more money and reduce the gap between those at the top and those who actually do the work. The other way we'll find the money is going after this thing called corruption. You know, corruption has been the bane of our country, is the primary reason why we are as underdeveloped as we are today. And we will aggressively go after corruption. The first thing we'll do is we will appoint a corruption czar, a minister in charge of corruption in the presidency that will coordinate all of the agencies that are meant to find corrupt officials. Secondly thing we'll do is we'll make sure we are giving the resources, the money, the right people, the right logistics to the anti-corruption agencies, the LACC, Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, the General Accounting Office, the Public Procurement and Concessions Commission. We will make sure they got the right resources to go after corrupt officials. After that, when we find people who are corrupt, we will prosecute them, we will put them in jail, and we'll seize their assets. It will not be good enough for you just to resign. Okay? So those are the things we will do to really go after corruption. I have committed that I will not take a salary. The salary that is paid the president, I will allocate it towards helping to fight corruption. That's how important I think it is to us. And then the other way we'll find the money is we'll make sure we're getting full value, the full monies we're due from our natural resources. we'll look to exploit other natural resources so we can get the funds required to fund healthcare, to fund infrastructure, to create jobs, etc., etc. So finding the money is the second how. The next how is we want to create a government of inclusion. We want all sections of our country to be represented in the government. We want opposition political parties to be in government, because we believe that having a government inclusion will help all of us make the right decisions. It will make sure that we're spreading the resources of our country across the entire country. And then the last two hows, one is growing the private sector. We will focus on growing the private sector so Liberians can primarily benefit from that growth. No longer should Liberian business people be spectators to our economy. And we want to actively support Liberianization and encourage and provide credit and other facilities to Liberian businesses so they can participate. And last but not least, we will use technology. We'll leverage technology to help us achieve our goals. So those are the what's and the hows. But let me end by leaving you again with these two universal truths. One is we cannot keep doing the same things, my people, and expect different results. We cannot keep electing the same people with the same experiences and expect Liberia to change. We need to elect and select different people to lead us, to serve us, to help us manage and run our country. And the other universal truth is the best predictor of future performance and future behavior is past performance and past behavior. And on those two counts, I believe I stand head and shoulders above
I invented it and I stuck it on Ellis Kume, and it's stuck. Shit. It's stuck. Today did I get to stay on Ellis Kume? It was something I invented. And the way I did it, I called somebody from Atlanta, where he was living. So I created a story, and I called the person and attached the person name to it. The person is a big Liberian guy too. You say, yeah, my man, I will tell you the truth. So I use that person as a reference, that information. So that's what we did for Joshua to get him to where he is. Shit. Man. Politics is a big game, man. Yeah, so I'm not confident. That whole gate thing I invented it. Yep. And then how's gonna pick and working right? Publish that story, the one about his wife and everything. Shit. That's what we did for we are, because we are going to talk. We not even want for we are to come to the microphone. We not want him to come to the microphone. Because if we are come to the microphone, it will be hard for us to defend it, because that man, he can't talk. Yeah, that man can't talk.
Munir, the general. I'm fine, thank you. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Abraham, good to see you. Tuzan, good to see you guys as well.
Why should they count the ordinary market woman, the children, the fathers, the mothers? Why you think that they should trust you with Liberia?
Yeah, no, I think there are maybe two reasons. I'm sure there are more, but two reasons why I want and I hope and pray that Liberians trust me. One is, there's a saying that the best way to tell how somebody will behave or how they will perform in the future is how they
Munir, the general, I'm fine, thank you. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Abraham, good to see you. Tuzan, good to see you guys as well.
Why should the ordinary market woman, the children, the fathers, the mothers, why you think that they should trust you with Liberia?
Yeah, no, I think there are maybe two reasons. I'm sure there are more, but two reasons why I want and I hope and pray that Liberians trust me. One is, there's a saying that the best way to tell how somebody will behave or how they will perform in the future is how they have behaved or how they have performed in the past. So if somebody has been, bad in the past, they don't keep their promises, in the future, no matter what they say to you now, they will have that behavior. Just like if somebody has performed well, they've done a good job, they treat people well, they deliver results. If they've done that in the past, there's a high chance they will do the same in the future. So I said to Liberians, if you look at my past, if you look at Munir, my philanthropy, meaning what I've done to help Liberians, even as a private citizen, that list is very long. And as you also know, maybe people say, oh, Mr. Cummins, you should let people know you're in politics now. In helping our country, helping our people, I never did it for political reasons because I wanted to benefit or because I wanted to embarrass somebody because they needed help. But of any politician, I believe, in our country, anybody who has run for the office of president, I have done the most in the past to help our people, whether it's, computers in schools, whether it's generators at schools, whether it's providing, health facilities and medication to almost most of our hospitals. The list goes on and on and on of things myself and my family have done to help our fellow Liberians because we care for our country and our people. So there's a history of somebody who gives back, who cares, and doesn't necessarily want.
Okay, good afternoon, folks. And
doing that. The other reason why I think Liberians should trust me is I've lived some of the experiences. As you know, I grew up in Point Four. I went to a government school, demonstration school. I grew up in Fiamma with ordinary Irish common Liberians. My parents started from very, very low, modest means. My father was an outside child. My mother only finished high school. She was what they call a practical nurse. But it taught me hard work. My mother used to always say, hard work, don't kill anybody. And to treat people right, treat people with respect. And so I've done all of those things. And the record is there. The proof is there. And those are examples of why Liberians should trust that what I say I will do today is what I will do tomorrow, because there's a track record of doing that. There's a track record of experiencing a lot of their challenges and of trying to do something about it in my own weak way as a private citizen of our country.
Thank you, Mr. Cummins. You said something. I do have done a lot for Liberia, but you try not to talk about it because you don't want to sting that you're bringing people down because you respect their dignity. And I witnessed it where you went to a foundation the other day in Liberia. You were giving and you told them to shut the camera off. So, Mr. Cummins, if any young man, young Liberians, or some single women listening to you, what message you have for them, because your story and their story are the same, nothing different. Or maybe they want to hear from you. What are some of the encouraging words that you would give them, whether or not to give up or they should continue to fight and whatsoever?
Yeah, a few things I would say that maybe has explained my success that they may find helpful and inspirational in terms of the challenges they are facing. One is I am a strong believer in God, and I feel I've been blessed. And I encourage young people, whatever your faith is, if you're a Christian, you're Muslim, whatever your faith is, be grounded in your faith and your belief in God and in His tender mercies to guide you, protect you, to bless you going forward. I think that belief
is important, and claiming success through that belief, I think, is an important part of, where I find myself and why I think I was successful, and I think it might work for other young people. A few other things I would say to them is they need to be persistent. Do not give up too quickly. Do not give up too easily. You will have ups and downs in life. You will have disappointments, but you gotta persist. You gotta be resilient. You gotta push to achieve your goal. Don't get discouraged too quickly. Don't let other people tell you, "Oh, you can't do that." I often say to young people too, don't start planning for plan B too quick, too early, right? Focus on your plan A, whatever that might be. And that persistence, that tenacity, I think is a part of our success. I think as we think about country politically, I say to Liberians, you can make a choice. One of my favorite sayings, General, is you can't keep doing the same thing and expect different results, right? That in your personal life, if you want things to be different over time, you got to do some things differently. If you're a student and last semester you didn't do good in school, or even if you say you made a C and you want to make a B or an A next semester, you got to work harder. If you work at the same way you worked in the past, you studied the same way you studied in the past, you will get the same grade or maybe even worse because the lesson is getting harder, right? So as Liberians, the people we choose to go into the legislature, to become president, vice president, if we keep choosing people with the same kind of experiences, the same kind of background, we'll get the same results, right? So I encourage young people to do things differently, make different choices, be persistent in your goals, don't give up too quickly, don't quit up too easily, and be strong in your faith. And recognize that, life is not going to be perfect. You'll be disappointed along the way, but stick with your ambition, etc. Recognize that Liberia has a lot of opportunities. We are a rich country, yet we are poor people. But if we select different kind of leaders, we'll benefit from the resources of our country. And so those are some words I hope are encouraging for people who are maybe discouraged about where they find themselves today.
Tell the Liberian people, what some of the things that you went through to reach this far? Can you remember some of the challenges where someday it was tough and you think you wanted to give up while coming up?
There were many occasions you mentioned, when I came to the U.S. for university, it was challenging making sure I could feed myself 3-4 meals a day. I had to really manage my little small budget. Where I live was, I don't want to pretend it was comfortable, but I had to really hustle to make sure I could pay the rent to be where I could stay consistently. I was in Illinois, where it's very cold in the winter. Remember, I had only one, what you used to call a down jacket. That was a jacket I had almost the entire 3 years. I was in undergraduate school. I couldn't afford to get new and different ones. So it was, when I was in graduate school, I had to work full time, and I was going to school full time. So I used to work in the evenings. Afternoon and evenings was my shift. I worked in a bank as a clerk, and I would go to school full time, and so very little time to actually sleep, because to get through graduate school, I had to, work to help pay my tuition, pay for where I live, etc., etc. So these are all examples of some of the challenges we went through. But again, it was the determination that, as I said before, my mother said, hard work don't kill anybody. And there's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. My name is Alexander Cummings, and I love the Independent Minds for a Better Liberia. And I encourage you to listen on Kia Radio 95.9 FM to be informed, to be challenged, to be provoked, to think about Liberia in a new and different way.
You
I'm sorry. All these things I'm talking. Well, welcome to the Independent Minds for Better Liberia. And I want to welcome each and everyone. The time right now in Liberia is 10:41 and it's 6:41 in the United States. This is the Independent Minds for Better Liberia. So welcome to the Independent Minds for Better Liberia, a platform for thoughtful conversation, honest dialogue, and good ideas that can move our country forward. Here we speak with respect, think independently, and focus on solutions that will strengthen our country. My name is again Munel Kishen, aka the General. Thanks for joining us, and let us have a very good conversation. This is your show. It's not mine. I'm just the host. And this show, I want to make a disclaimer. It is not sponsored by ANC. Yes, I support Alex Cummings, but I have an independent mind. You can support whosoever you want to support, but you have an independent mind. That is why this show is all about. So when I say independent mind, I have an independent mind. I make my own decision. I think about things that are right. You know what I'm saying? In life, they say no decision is right until it is right. So today, we will be talking about a few things. We want to debunk some of the lies. We want to put up to things. We want to educate our people. Sometimes we say things, you go on Facebook, there will be a lot of news, people bringing up the old story whatsoever. But the first thing I will go on the lookout side where there's a lot of things on Facebook today that, and Samuel Jackson lost his wife. He's the prime suspect for now, and he's on a watch. He's not being charged. So my opinion, I will give the police the go ahead to do the due diligence and let her get justice. If he's guilty, he should face the full weight of the law. There are a lot of things coming up. Everybody giving a story, best friend giving a story. And to the women of Liberia, I said it on the show today, and the men, for those of you men who think by beating women and make you a superstar, you're cowards. You are a coward. You are nothing but a foolish man. Why would you want to beat a woman that cannot even fight you back? And for women, why would you want to stay in a toxic relationship, especially when they continue to put hands on you? I don't know. Now we just get to know that Samuel Jackson, he beat his wife, he took her bruised her elbow, and what's all these things I consider it as you say, I say. Some people say that Mr. Jackson put insurance on his wife, so he's supposed to collect the insurance in America. Some people say, oh, the lady died in the house. Other people say, oh, he was trying to hide the body. They say the lady died at the hospital. But guess what? The doctors will give their report. People that are in the house will be questioned. So it's a normal thing where two and people who are married, spouses, and if the man died like that, mysteriously, the woman is the prime suspect. If it happened to the woman, the man is the prime suspect. The man must answer question. So a lot of Liberians. So I don't want to make it look like Samuel Jackson is the first guy who beat women. Oh yeah, a lot of Liberian men beat women. They beat on women because they're so lazy, bruise them up, insult them, call their names, yet still they sleep with the women. So we just get to know. So the friend who put the story, what his name, Brooks, what his name, the guy who wrote the story, and that so many times the woman complained, and other people came out. They said they're complaining. The only thing is that I want us to respect the dead. They said dead, but they can't talk. Some people put something up again. Oh, she was drunk. They put another picture. She laying down in a chair. Hey, my Liberian people, you're trying to respect people. I know we won't follow us. You're who the bloggers. Sometimes stop giving false story. Stop giving false story. It will not help you. But let us give the police the chance to do the work.
There is no way you can exonerate him. Yes, but let us give chance. Let us not go by our emotions. This story reminds me about Prophet Keith, because Prophet Keith cost a lot, so they sent him to jail for things that any other person could have done, and they said, listen, that's their freedom of speech. But because Mr. Jackson was insulting until he incriminated himself concerning Salif, how they killed Salif 1995. And after 41 years, it came from his mouth, not my mouth. It came from his own mouth because what? He talked too much. In situations like this, nobody need to tell you what to do. Everybody grieve different way. Don't get me wrong. You posting, swallowing dumber on Facebook, hey, people will take it different. Imagine in your normal self, where you don't cause no problem. You eating your good food, you put it on Facebook. People start talking, say, look at you, other people suffering, you're there bluffing. You see that? So he put himself all over the place, insulting the police. And Samuel Johnson should know better. In America, they're going to do the same thing. In America, and even if you take that woman to the hospital, and the doctor find out any problem, they will call the police. If they notice that there's a bruise on her, they will call the police. So this is not about whether somebody call, yes, and there should be so. When you're guilty, he was shivering, but I don't want to say he's guilty. I will not be the one. I'm not doing the police work. If I was the detective, I will find out. The people that work in the house. Yes, it is possible. Let's play the devil advocate. Let's put a script together. It is possible he whipped her, left her home, and thinking that maybe something else is going to happen to her, came back, and she stayed alive. Or left her home, laying down, maybe he had beaten her before, and she came to herself. But now this one is different. You see, so there's so many things. So whether you went to a show, you left his house, you came back, and it's possible you could do something and leave and send somebody there and pretend like you don't know. You can go to a house and steal and leave. And then later on, you pretend as if you are not around. But maybe you are the you are the real guy who caused the problem. So all over, there is no way they can go through the case without investigating. But let the police be honest and do the job. Let the doctors give the full report. Now the later report is all out there. Oh, she's suffering from epilepsy. Oh, she's suffering from this. Oh, she got a cut on her head. Someone just said, oh, the woman did a surgery. All kinds of things we hear. We don't know which one to believe. I don't know which one to believe. I am not the police. What is it? But for what I see on Facebook, I will hold back and wait for the police to give the answer. You know what I'm saying? I will wait for the police to give the answer. So let us show respect. You know, almost like Musu Scott's case. We still need justice for that girl. We still need justice. The past government, we blame President we blame the CDC government. Oh, this was wrong. We lie on Musu Scott. We lie on this. Why this government cannot give that dead girl justice? Let them come up with something. Who killed her? How she went, how she got killed. So then go after the corporate. The auditors. We said that they killed them. Go bring up the case. Police director, bring up the case. People who die mysteriously, bring up the case. The 3 missing boys. Let us hear from Moses. What went wrong? They compensate the family? We don't know. Melvin from the SS, the EPS that was killed. Bring up the case. So there are a lot of things that are happening. So you're trying to tell me, oh, poor men don't have justice in Liberia? We're complaining about Ghana. Ghana must bring justice. Can show justice to Liberian citizens that were killed. And at the same time, the South African are watching us. There must be justice. And I will say this again to all the women under my voice here today or on Facebook and whatsoever. They say women keep relationship, women keep marriage. I know sometimes you want to hide it, and we see it so many times. In my presence, they were beating a girl almost to kill her. I can still remember. When we tried to go hard on the guy, she said we should leave it. In fact, she told us straight, it's none of our business. But I can tell any of my friends, if you can beat your wife, and I'm on the scene, I will let other people know. I will not hide it from you, because why you want to beat a woman? Why you want to beat on a woman? The woman that you sleep with, yes, you can argue with her. Yes, we can have confrontation. Yes, I can give you cheek. Even if she slap you, let it go. That's what makes you to be a man. But look at what's coming up today. If they tell you, say, and this guy beat on his woman, you'll not believe it. But look at the pictures. Okay, fine. Why are they bringing it up now? Something happened for that lady to die. What are the epilepsy? He said she was naked. They had to put clothes on her. So how she was naked? What went wrong? The best thing ever happened to him to get a young girl. One person said, oh, the girl loved him to Jeremiah Kuhn. That's why he vexed. Oh, the girl loved him to that person. He's so jealous. And when you're jealous, you lose. When a woman is too jealous, she will lose the man. If the man is too jealous, you will lose the woman. That's it. You can never compare yourself with a woman. It's easy for a woman to forgive you. It's easy for a woman to stand by you no matter what you do to her than either man. Then you won't compare yourself with a woman. Because you man, you beating her, you threatening her. Maybe she can't go nowhere. A lot of men out there abuse women. They abuse the women. At the end of the day, they lose their life. Oh, he will kill me. He will kill me. If you kill me, you will see. He don't need to kill you. Then you will go tell your friends. When your friends giving you advice, you vex. And sometimes some of the friends can lie too. You know what I'm saying? Some of them can just lie, say, oh, that man. But don't lie. If you can't stand a relationship, you were not born to be in that relationship. Nobody was born to say, Mr. Kishen, you will marry Malika. Nowhere they told me that. It just happened. And if I'm in a toxic relationship, I will get out. You look at the good and the bad. You look at how many good and how many bad. Or do you want to be in a relationship like a slave? Do you want to be tortured by a man 24/7? That when you say hello to your friend, why can't you stand your ground? Be honest with the man and tell him, you had a friend before you got married. Let your husband know your friend, and let the man know, and let the woman know your friend. She don't need to stop you, but nobody want a bad friend. But we're so jealous. The woman better than me. Oh, yes, he's 74 years old. Get a beautiful woman. Apart from that woman, nobody will take him. No Liberian woman going to take him because they take him to be a joke that what they be thinking of. It's not right, my Liberian people. Like when I got this saying, the woman is the neck, the man is the head. Without the neck, there's no head. Without the neck, the head will never turn. That's what makes women are important. Women want care, concern. Women want love. The Bible says, love your wife. They never say, woman, love your husband. But woman must respect your husband. Because that's what we want, respect your husband. And you, the man, you show compassion, you show affection. And that woman will fall in love with you 24/7. 24/7. She will think about you every day when you're coming from work. She will worry about you. Even if she pays off for you, she will still come back and say, oh no, there's certain things he do, I can't let him go. Now you beat because you get the SE plus X, then you think that's all in life. He can't even support you. You're working like a dog to support him because he's a handsome boy. He wear the best clothes and he beats you up like a dog in the house, and you're afraid to tell your family people. You're afraid to tell people. Shame on men who beat women. Shame on men. And lady, I know you don't want to keep the relationship. You want to keep your marriage. But don't die for something and the man will survive. Or sometimes you go take poison to kill yourself. And some of the men will say, well, if I can't have you, nobody gonna have you. The woman say, if I can't keep the man, nobody will keep the man. All that thing are nonsense. So let the law take a course. If Samuel Jackson is guilty, he must face it. He must face it. And now he just incriminated himself again by saying that is why, quote unquote, we killed Salif. We heard that case. They never found our body. We never know where he went. Just took somebody father from the house. Then you brave enough because you're angry. You allow your anger. When I used to tell sometimes Mr. Jackson, I said, be careful what you come for, you take from them up. Oh, Mr. Cummings, he's a Congo man. I call him. In fact, he came on my show. I said the name Samuel Jackson is a bastard name. Samuel Jackson is a pure white name. That's not a bastard name. But because you speak bastard, you're Mamba bastard. But because they call the other man Cummings, you call him Congo. I say you need to stop it. You need to stop saying things. You're a smart man. But it's just sad. It's sad. Let the Lord take his course. I feel for the lady, a young woman. Samuel Jackson lived his life. A young woman. A young woman. She didn't do nothing. She had not done anything. Why, Liberians? In fact, we all need to demand justice for her. Instead of trying to justify, she can drink. She can't drink. He did this. We wait for the police. And we hope Gregory Coleman and the people will do it. The homicide division should do it. You know, sometimes the way we handle cases, they politicize it. Yes, the police, when they will hold pickup, I think they should have done it in a different way. The CID, the people who are responsible, go there and do your investigation. Sometimes when you go with that kind of crowd, you mess up evidence. You damage evidence. You got people all over the place. You got people. Look, that's my opinion. Sending a whole pickup armed man, it made no sense. Because according to him, they were to the hospital. He was supposed to complain. According to him, he said he complained. He said he called the embassy. He reported and they met him to the hospital. That's what he said. That's not me. I listened to him with the interview. I'm not talking about the one he said I went 10 o'clock. I'm talking about it from the time he took the woman to her husband. So everybody in the house needs to be answered. The horse girl, the horse boy, whosoever. You heard any noise? There was any fighting? Because if they lie, they will be part of it. The doctor that they went to was there. And when you do autopsy, you will find out when she died. That's the good thing about it. But do we have a good one in Liberia? They will tell you when she died. So Liberian people, this is not because you're South African. There are so many Liberians, girls that were killed, raped and were killed in Liberia. And nothing came from out of it. Nothing came from out of it. But yes, we're pushing this one because he's foreigner, because we feel so bad. We feel it so bad. Just how the police going to handle this, they need to handle every death. If they rape a child or rape, we should be very, look, these things are, look, some people, I don't know. Sometimes we do things, we are so different. We go after cases based on the time or the kind of person that in there. If it was just an ordinary person, it was not Sam Jackson, the police were going to get into this thing like this. Because there are so many places where the man beat the woman and take the woman to the hospital. And that's it. My question here, I don't know if Sam Jackson whipped this woman in America before. Because bet you, he never did it. He never did it. Maybe she knows. But in Africa, in Liberia, this thing that is of fun. I will beat you if you go to the police station. Forget it. Forget it. Because that's the whole thing. There are so many young girls out there that these foolish boys, foolish men, that you cannot approach her. You want to beat her and rape her at the same time, and then even if possible, kill her. And we see the bodies laying down, and we don't know what they're doing. There are so many people that were raped in Liberia and they killed themselves. The case of the angel, the man and his wife. They say, oh, the guy that lady committed suicide. What happened in the case? They're in America today. They're in America today because they defended them and they let them go. You know, it's sad, oh, my people. Today, that's Tony, because she's South African. Will the police do the same for an ordinary person? Because somebody called the police to go there. So many men in Liberia beat the women, take out their eyeball, send the woman to hospital with no charges. Nobody say anything. The woman afraid to go to police because nothing will come from out of it. Nothing will come. St. Johnson say everybody in Liberia want to get a woman. So he's so jealous that the woman will leave him. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Munel Kishe. This is the Independent Minds for Better Liberia. Let us be honest. I know St. Johnson very well. I call him a papi. Even when they got married, I made a contribution. And Sam Jackson said that, in fact, he put it on his page to tell the Liberian people, to tell his viewers how much I contributed. Yes, he just called me and I made my contribution, and he went to go enjoy himself. You know, I like him. But his attitude, the insult, the way he answered people, he's a smart man, but sometimes you got to be friends with people. Nobody saying anything good about him right now. They're almost like a prophet Keys. So everybody looking at his utterance, the way he behaved, and they seeing all this picture now, they won't go into the case. They won't look at the case. Oh, you know, he's guilty. In the public court of opinion, he's guilty. But when it comes to the law, it's not your emotion, my brother. Let me tell you something. You can do all kinds of things. It has nothing to do with that. Okay, thank you very much. Another thing, information coming, unconfirmed report that Councillor Gloria Musu Scott will be appointed as the next election commission chairlady. It's not wrong when I say chairman. So she will be. The oppositions, you need to stand your ground. We need to find out. You know, I gave Madam Salif or high respect when it came to appointing election commission. Appointing election commission. You're sorry about the phone. Oh man, what's the phone? Okay. Madam Sharif asked CDC, Liberty Party, and other politicians to recommend. And I can remember President Weah recommended Devietta Brown, and Councillor Bromskin also recommended someone. And she did all the other appointment, and they went for their confirmation. When President Weah came to power, he tried to bring in the Nigerian guy, which had never worked. And then what he did, he appointed Devietta Brown, and he kept all the other people that was on there. They were UP, appointed by Madam Salif and whatsoever. He appointed, some people say, oh, because they helped him and to win the election, so it was a paid like their business. Now, we heard the news before that they're going to replace everybody. Devietta Brown, I don't know if her time is over, but maybe it's political, maybe the pressure is on her, maybe that's something she did, so she got to resign. And the information we're getting here, that Councillor Gloria Musu Scott will be the next chair lady of the Election Commission. A bona fide member, an unapologetic member of Unity Party. My question here, will she be fair to the citizens of Liberia to conduct a free and fair election? Because UP going around, when we sit with them one-on-one, they're planning it. That come 2029, in fact, they're going to replace everybody with UP members, people with dry face, who will look at A and say that B, who have the mind to change. So they're going to bring their own people in. And yes, you can be in Unity Party and you still can stand your grounds. And guess what? You may say whatever you want to say. I might not like the law. I might not like a ruling, but I accept the ruling. However, I still have the right to my opinion to say that Councillor Gloria Musu Scott made a very big mistake when the death of this girl took place. She blundered, she took responsibility, and the truth never came out today. That's my view. That's my view. But I respect the law. They sentence her, they reverse the sentence. That's it. That's it. So, but my question, Liberian people will be watching. Oppositions, we need a reform or election reform. Up to date, nobody talk about it. Everything going to remain the same. There will be no biometric voting. They just do that registration for nothing. But at the end of the day, we'll still use the paper ballots because they know it's easy to cheat. Opposition, we got to put our foot down. When you listen to UP saying that they won't go against CDC. Because if we go against CDC, if we cheat, it will be easy. By the time you want to say, but any people beat you yesterday. And opposition, we need to collaborate. This time, collaboration, we the members, we the people in opposition must give the leaders the opportunity to ask each other. If CDC is bringing George Weah and they want to collaborate, let George Weah be brave enough to look in the eyes of Mr. Cummings and say, I want you to go as my VP. If Mr. Cummings said no, fine. Let Mr. Ability look in the eyes of Mr. Weah and say, yes, I know you were president yesterday, but I want you to go as my VP and give a reason. Let Mr. Cummings look in the eyes of George Weah and say, listen, you know what? You either go as my VP or Mr. President, you need to just step aside and let somebody else step forward and let them go as my VP. Because when you go into collaboration, you're looking for the best. It's not because you got numbers. If you have the numbers, don't waste your time to go in collaboration. People who got the numbers to win, they do not go in collaboration. These two parties, they don't need anybody. They don't need no collaboration. They can go on their own. But this is the thing here. Two of them, none of them will win the first round. Then they will go in the second round. Then guess what? That's where they will cheat each other. The one who know how to cheat better than a friend will cheat a friend. And the Liberian people will choose one of them. At the end of the day, we got the same bad leaders. That's the whole trick. That is the whole trick. And from the time after 2017 election, every polls that were done in Liberia on all the radio stations, Mr. Cummings came tear. Mr. Cummings came tear to every poll that was done. Number three. Whether it can be way down, number 3. It tells you that Mr. Cummings is the third option. God is telling you and myself, you got somebody, but he's not in your party. You got somebody you want to collaborate, but because he's not in your party, you want to say you the big guy. And let me tell you something, so now you're the big guy, you don't get nothing. Good things come in small packages. Councillor Bromsky, he tried, he ran 2 times. He's qualified. But Liberty Party could never take him to the second round. Liberty Party. George Weah had the influence, the popularity. So UP, United, NPP, and LPDP joined him. Nobody joined Liberty Party. Nobody joined with CDC, ANC. They went into that election. What happened? It was a Liberty Party that came third. Now, Liberty Party is nowhere again. In fact, Liberty Party, they are so corrupt. They were one of the people that destroyed the CPP. So now they're nothing. So right now, if you put the Liberty Party, you put the CDC, you put the Unity Party, and you put the ANC, Mr. Cummings will can't turn over Liberty Party. Because Liberty Party don't have nobody. Who you going to bring? Yombly? She got a bad record. You going to bring Dillon? No. But all they did, All they continue to do is to destroy good Liberians. We organize a CPP. And anybody, if I will have the opportunity, I will use the CPP document again. Because that's one of the best document Liberians lawyers ever put together. They put that document together. That's the best thing they ever did. They gave us 3 options how to select the leader. The first one, the 4 leaders will go in a room. They will discuss among themselves. And one person will be the standard bearer. And the other 3 must agree. They must agree. If one person says no, it cancel. That is how the United Nations Security Council set up. If America said no, don't waste your time. That's why you see today, Palestinian can never have that for them to be a nation. If China said no, it can't happen. If Russia said no, it don't. The 5 members must agree before they take action. Like Liberian people. But you don't know. But the biggest mistake that we made, we never had the opportunity to explain. They were all over the world because they are very good propagandists. 98% of people who consider themselves propagandists, they are liars. So when they started it, Mr. Cummings took over. Bernard Ure praised Mr. Cummings. Darius Dillon read, he the one introduced Mr. Cummings. Bernard Ure said, I can't believe to see, and I will be playing on the tape because we got a long time to go. They said to know your future, you must know your history. Things that happened yesterday, you must say it and take it off your chest. But it should be a warning. Because they say, a snake bites you. The day you see war room, you run away. You think a snake. And they stay there. Bernard Ure stay around. Yombly stay around. They allow Mr. Cummings to go in the 15 counties, open all the offices. That 2020 election, CPP weapon. CDC was so afraid. They were so afraid of the CPP. Darius Dillon, Yombly Kanga, I say everybody won. Oh, everything was fine. Everything fine. People still talking. Let Mr. Weah, Mr. Buck, let Mr. Bucker and Mr. Cummings. Yes, the people can talk. But the question here, we said, let Mr. Cummings go as VP. My question, did Mr. Bucker ask Mr. Cummings to go as VP? Mr. Bucker ever had a conversation with Mr. Cummings and said, listen, ABC, I want you to put a team together, you and myself. He ever did it? No. Only one person can give that confidence. It's the person who running. If I come to you and say, I want you to go as my vice president, my vice candidate, that's the confidence. Mr. Buaka left from Monrovia and went all the way to Nima County and talked to Jeremiah Kuhn. I want you to go as my vice president. But we're there telling people, oh, let the man go. We lie. Then they say VPS. The VPS, it was the same Bernard Ure that stopped the VPS. They say, oh, Mr. Cummings won't steal, Mr. Cummings won't spend money, so they will fake the VPS. The VPS, you went to school. Let me break it down. It's easy way. It's a pool. They will go around the country and ask everybody. Because I only 2 persons were interested in that position. They will ask everybody, they will go to all the counties. They will pay people. They will take the note. They say, excuse me, Mr. Barker, Mr. Cummings, who's that? By that time, Mr. Barker had more morale, more popularity than Mr. Cummings. They will ask the question. Now, when they ask the question, whoever win that particular thing, how they did it was, if you say no, then you go to convention. If you agree, they let it go. That means you go to the convention and just close everything up. But Mr. Ure said no. It was Musa Belete who represented Yombly Kanga to all the conferences. Every meeting was, at that time, Belete was not chairman, but he represented. Belete was the one who suggested, okay, since we don't want the VPS, let the VPS go. We'll do the VPS, but we'll use it as a record at the convention. So even if Mr. Cummings win or Mr. Waka win, we'll go to the convention, then the delegates will use it. Every one of them agree. But because they saw the momentum on ABC, Mr. Bwaka was not thinking about running set. It was then that you other people said, no. Then Mr. Cummings, man, the guy was looking at the guy was spoil our chopping. We can't allow the guy here to take over. I'm telling you. I challenge anyone to come. When we look, he contacted his son and started running with the story. In fact, Mr. Cummings won't pay all the vote, all the delegates. My Liberian people, we four. You alone get 310. I get 310. Two's gonna get 310. The other man get 310. Everybody get 310. I bring in 310 delegates. So if my 310 delegates, if they can't commit them to me, then who am I? UP noticed that they could never get the support of the 310 because you know what? Because Mr. Bwaka have never traveled into the Southeast. He couldn't win it in Nimba at the time. Ure never traveled to the Southeast. In fact, his entire group in Nimba abandoned him. Yombri Kanga never went to the Southeast. They never traveled anywhere. They were only dependent. The only place Mr. Bwaka was dependent was Montserrado, Lofa, maybe Cape Mount in a little area. When they noticed, they said, no, we cannot allow Mr. Cummings to go to convention. If we go to the convention, they will give it to him. But they started saying that he won't spend money. He won't spend money. Now tell me, if they were sure you go to the convention, Mr. Bwaka got 310. Mr. Ure take a 310 and give to Mr. Bwaka that 320. Only one vote Mr. Bwaka looking for. Yombri Kanga vote or Daros Dillon vote, Mr. Bwaka will get 621. Now that 621, the balance one Mr. Cummings can carry, he can win. But no, they said, no, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. Because they couldn't win that part. They never had a VPS. They never did nothing. Then Yombri turned it over. Then they said, oh, you fingered the document. You raised the man, in fact, a fake document. None of them could go to NEC to take that document from because the rules in that document was one man can never go back to NEC and take it from there. If they take it from there, all of them got to go. That is why they will tell you, say, let Mr. Cummings go there. No, Mr. Cummings alone could never take that document from NEC. They will have to go ascertain. Now, when they remove the document, it's not valid anymore. It's canceled. Everybody go about the business. That's when they were saying, oh, then you know the other boy now, according to Cockroach. He said, when you won't use the people number and UP is the biggest party. After he insulted Mr. Bwaka over and over, UP is the biggest party. They started insulting Mr. Cummings. Call him names. It's so shameful, my people. That's why I see today some people suffering. That's why I see some people going to jail. But most of them were insulting this man. He did nothing to us. We cursed him because he said he won't run for president. That the biggest crime Mr. Cummings committed in Liberia because he won't run for president. The biggest crime. But at the time he carried a generator to BWI, nobody said nothing. They were praising him. When he contributed, when he made sure that Liberia got over $4 million worth of drugs during the Ebola time. Oh, Madam Serif honored him and gave him the highest. Nobody said nothing. Madam Joel Howard Taylor spoke. She looking at my face, she spoke. She cried. Oh, when he brought the people to Monroe to Liberia, and he went to Grand Bassa County during the Judy Bryant time, and carried over $375,000 worth of medical supply. Oh, no. It was okay. It was okay. When he made a personal contribution of $2 million when Judy Bryant was president, oh, it was fine, man. It's no problem. So he commit crime, but because he said he won't contest, that the biggest crime that man committed in his whole life. The biggest crime. Because we have never seen a Liberian to claim that high before. We have never seen a Liberian to be a vice president of a renowned 500 Fortune company, a company that control like a whole country. They don't support politics. Coca-Cola, the only company that do not give money to American government. No. They don't. They don't, man. People, listen to me today. They don't. That's the biggest crime he committed. We call him gay. He's shot. Oh, don't mind that man. He's not Liberian. He's an American. Nobody know him. But yeah, man, who went to demonstration, live just like you and myself, because he ain't stealing or because he not grown-up man. He hustled. He went to Cottington. Those days, it was easy to. President Bwaka went to school in California. They told you that? President Bwaka got his degree at the California University. How you think he went there? His mind and power not rich. Ask yourself the question, how he went there. Bernard Ure went to school in California. How he went there? At that time, he was not even rich. It was easy to travel those days. When Mr. Cummings graduated, he came back to Liberia. He started working with LBDR. He has ambition, so he said, I gotta go try again. He left. He left. Out of the country, war took place. Everybody who traveled war took place, they never came back. He started hustling. He slept on the floor. It was tough. One jacket, a coat. He got to do 2 jobs. Y'all don't know he slept on the floor in a friend's house? He slept on the floor. Those days when you come to America, you don't get people that got to do some things. You got to do some things. These are some of the trouble that most Liberians going through today. Some of your relatives in America, they're catching hell. They're looking for paper to work. It's not that they want to stay here, but the opportunity is here. That the biggest crime he committed. Darius Zelon came to America to go to school. He went back home. He got a daughter in America. So all these things we're doing, we hold other people good, and we downgrade good people, and we upgrade corrupt people. Then you say you want Liberia to be fixed, and we ourselves the problem. We voting for the bad people, and the people that are suppressing us, we voting for them. You vote for your representative for 2 different times, 12 years. He didn't do nothing in your district. He didn't do nothing in the district, but you still voting for him. You will go to the 3rd time. Then you say that the people won't blame. When they gave you the opportunity to vote for them, you can't even ask the question, if I come in to run, what will you do, Mr. Kishen? But because you see me running my mouth, you like me. Oh, I like that guy. Oh, that guy. I like that papi there. When he can't hear you, you won't even ask me what I can do. Then, if I come back to you now after you gave me the job, you can't ask me again what you did. Let my work speak for myself. Some of them today, they get tinted car, they get 2-3 houses. You stay to the same place. Your child that was born in 2005, the child stay in high school today. That child's going to be out of high school. When you born your child, Madam Sally for president, today the child ain't finished high school yet. But yet they say, Muya. I just love that man. No education. Government is like an autopus. Because you see autopus, all the limbs, they operate separately. You can cut the one can still operate. So you can be fixing road at the same time, the Ministry of Education should operate. The Ministry of Health should operate the same way. You can't take care of public works, then the people in health ministry, you can't take care of them. You can't pay Ministry of State, then you say public works ain't pay yet. You can. Mr. Bwaka was the most experienced Liberian ever ran for president. After serving 49 years in government and 12 years as president and vice president, government are easy thing for him. He knows how to struggle, sir. He's supposed to know how to take a free kick. He's supposed to know how to kick penalty. He's a professional. He's supposed to know when to bring players in and how to bring them to take them out. But we still struggling. We still struggling. We still cannot put our house in order. When you look on the internet today, you see all kinds of things. Because people are frustrated. People taking laws into their hands. They're killing rogues. They're killing motorbike person. They're doing it. They're taking lives. The people looking at us, they call us cannibals. Liberia, one of the greatest countries in the world, and we still the greatest. We are the best. We stood for other countries. Apartheid. We used to give Mandela money. They used Liberian passport. Or founding member of the United Nations. We're not small people. You're with a lecturer and you're not small. You don't even know Liberian history. You don't even know why the war started. You were born in 1996. You don't even know a place called Butuo. You never taste palm cabbage in your life. You never saw suffering. Where you and your friend go hustle, they kill them and you alone coming back because you ran away. That's because God bless you. Then you're the young people or young country in Liberia. You're misbehaving more than the people who fought war. We get young children graduating, nowhere to go to work. Everybody now, if they bring a ship to you today and say, let everybody leave, everybody will leave. Man, begin Tucson will be the first man to get that ship. If they say that ship going to America, Tucson will, in fact, I said, oh, my own walk with crutches will get there. Even Mr. Barker said will get there. That's how people, look, nobody thought that they were going to come to America. Some people had the opportunity. We get a lot of good Liberians sitting down. Even right in Liberia. They still get some people with pride. They still get some people say, I'd rather suffer, but I will not support you. That's what I want to hear from you. I'd rather suffer. When they tell you, say the men are down, fear no fall. Some of y'all say we're talking because we want job. Hey, 2005 election. I supported President Weah. You're my friend, but I never campaigned for President Weah. My first time to ever campaign, at the time, I opened my first Facebook page when I saw Alex Cummings. But George, you're my friend. When he lost the election, I had the opportunity, I could go to UP and work. Then come back 2011 again and go to my friend. Then, if he lost again, I go back to UP. I will eat. And he saw Eugene Namwe. He worked with UP, he worked with CDC. Then 2023 again, then I go to in 2017, I go to Mr. Cummings. By the time Mr. Weah win, the second round, I support Mr. Weah, then I come back, I get my own job too. I'll be like, bro, I'll be Mr. Weah will give me a job because I supported him. Then 2023, I will go back to Mr. Cummings again. By the time Mr. Cummings, he go nowhere, I look at them, I say, okay, I think that UP will win. I will jump behind UP, then I get my own job into. You think I will sit down for 20 years for Mr. Cummings to be president before I take job? No, I don't need it. Because I serve my country, Liberia, too. Go to Labor Ministry, Munel Kishen, his name will be there. Go and ask, former Inspector General. Started as a driver. I started as a driver. I used to drive for the minister. Then I became Chief Transport Officer. Then I had the largest inspection to collect work permit. And after I refused that position to be Inspector General, right after the election, they appointed me. And they sent me to Civil 7. And they told me, say, if I refuse it, they will fire me. Because that one woman, Mr. Sickly, had that job. And the people, I said, either you can retire here and have a good program for him. And I was happy. And I served my country. Do I need to come back and look for the job? Maybe I can only serve my people too now. Maybe I will get up one day when I get money, I say I won't run. That means I'm going to get money too now to run. Because no man will fool you, you got to get money to run. They mean I got to pay you, but I got to get money. I need gasoline, I got to get car, I got to move around, the team got to eat. So that is why you say you got to get money. So that's the problem with us Liberian people. We just look at one man. Oh, the man get money. Why he can't just build schools? Why he can't just open farm? Let he just create job. Yeah, people we voted for, they created job for us before. Oh, let he just start as a representative. Darius, they don't start as representative. Eh? George, we have started as community leader or representative before he went to senator. Or because he came as vice president, then he went to senator. He was going to win. If President Weah want to remain as a senator for the rest of his life, he will remain there as well, rest of his life. If President Weah right now, if that was a simple majority, he will remain as president for a very long time. I will not lie to you. He got it. God bless him. I'm not going to take it from him. But all we asking, we got to collaborate. President Weah, we know your job. We know what you did. That's what you can do. And we appreciate you as former president. It is not a must that you come back and finish 2 terms. You know what I'm saying? Because we know what happened before. If you go in the second round, President Weah, I'll be honest with you, UP will cheat you. And it will make it look as if when you try this, they say you the problem. You think UP not afraid of other new people? UP afraid of all the new faces. UP afraid of, even the CDC going in the second round afraid of all new faces. They know, they trick. Mr. Cummings will never be president. Mr. Bromsky was never president either. Mr. Cummings will never be president because he didn't create job. Simeon Freeman, you ain't getting president because he created a job, but you ain't getting president yet. You ain't getting Bernard, you're president. He's the highest employer. He's the richest man in Liberia. Next is the President Weah. That is why we say we must have the independent mind. Come 2029, we must deal with different. That's not two-party. This is a multi-party. We agree. If you check the membership of all the parties, we ain't got no members. Everybody voting based on individual, and which is a good thing. But we must try somebody new. My Liberian people, I know you from UP. I know you from CDC. I know you from this party. But let's put up our thinking cap. Let's put Liberia first. Let's make the difference for our children. Maybe some of us will not live to see it. Maybe I may not live to see 2029. Yes, I don't know when I will go. Maybe I will live to see it. But I know tomorrow history will judge me. History will tell, they will look in my children's face. They will see my children one day and say, yes, your father stood for something. And history will judge you that hanging on the fence and refuse to participate. History will hold you responsible that you had the opportunity to make a change, but you refuse because of greed. And when you greedy, you don't know where to go anymore because you don't even have a choice. So anything that comes your way, you take it. It's just like the man who dropped from the ship on high sea, struggling to survive. By the time he sees small little straw, he can hang on it quick. But no, not the right one. So I send it to you in a real Liberian way, my people. If we don't make the decision, we suffer our children, our community leaders. This is not about tribal business. This is about Liberia. The country that we say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of Liberia and to the republic for which it stands. That is what we're talking about. If it's not me, it can be you. That is why I owe no one an apology. The same way you owe no one an apology. That is why when I'm talking about honest leader, there is no way the name Alex Cummings will be out. When I'm talking about honest leader in Liberia, there is no way. So you see what they did to the CPP? They destroyed the CPP. Mususka, they were going to take or break it up. They went against the Constitution. When you sign contract, no court, when you and myself sign contract, no court can cancel it. Only you and myself can cancel it. Only you and myself. And they play on the Liberian people. They play on the pastors, the community leaders. We saw gay in Liberia. When Mr. Salif came to Liberia, Ellie Johnson's son, in no time, the whole country knew he was gay. Children were confessing. Because you don't see girlfriend with Mr. Cummings. So he gay. Because the man asked, they asked him a question, do you support gay? And the question they asked him. But you want him to answer the question the way you will answer it. Oh, no, I support no dang gay. No. This is a lifestyle I am struggling with. Why should two men marry? Is that not an English for you to understand? I listened to that tape over and over. You're trying to twist it. You're trying to twist it. Oh, man. The man said that lifestyle he's struggling with. Oh, my person. So this is a lifestyle I'm struggling. Why the politicians are so corrupt? You struggle with that lifestyle. What kind of nonsense is this? Why two men should marry? Why? I can't believe it. But if you ask me that question, the way I will answer it, you will not bring it back to me. Muna, do you support gay? Hell no. Let them go to hell. Support gay. Even my son said that gay, I would disown him. That's how you want to answer it. But other intelligent people will take the time to answer it. You see, they will take their time and answer that question in the way it's supposed to be done. They had Darius Dillon name all over the place. They said Darius Dillon was loving to Mr. What he said, Rabbi Salif. I heard it on internet from the same mouth, the people who are working in Madam Salif government. I heard it from Ashley Jackson, the same people, all of them used to work with Madam Salif. All of them used to work. We saw gays, we saw lesbians, they all work with the government today. Some of them are lesbian, the ministers. And they pretend they're not lesbian. because they both way. Some of them are gay, sleeping with young boys, and they pretend like they're nothing. Or men who've been married for 40 years, 2 kids, 5 grandkids. You want insulting, call him gay. Oh, that men are gay. Daniel Chia went to Grand Bassa County, lie. Oh, I left Mr. Cummings because I made it a gay. After he begged Mr. Cummings for a car, Mr. Cummings didn't get a car to him now. That trouble they take. After he now loot. After he looted the country, today what the air, all of them poor. Mr. Cummings said, I will not hold you for your past. I hold you for who you are now. That is why he said, even a rogue got 1 vote. Other than got 1 vote. I will hold you for what you do now, not for you what you did before. So we're not going to hold you. We're not going to discriminate. We're not discriminate. So that is what we're talking about. We want to collaborate, but we must collaborate with a better understanding. Let the political leaders meet on their own and decide if they will go as second or third. Let Mr. Buya look in the eyes of Mr. Cummings and say, Alex, I want you to go as my vice. Then when Alex said no, that's it. Let Mr. Alex look in Mr. Buya play and say, I know you are president. You know, because you were president before, we can tell him, say, go, and I don't know rules. Mr. Buya, I think it would be better for you to support someone. Enjoy your retirement. We will treat you like a former president. Mr. Ability, I want you to go as my vice president. Oh, Mr. Ability said, Mr. Cummings, I want you to go as my vice president. Simon Freeman said, no, Mr. Cummings, I want you to come. You have that dialogue. Not we, the citizen, because of selfishness. Mr. Cummings, Mr. Cummings, no, we can't carry Mr. Cummings because Mr. Cummings, when we carry him, if he win, it will be hard. You ask everybody, they tell you, Mr. Cummings is a good man. Either they say they put around Mr. Cummings for the campaign. But listen, Mr. Cummings in a party that not big like CDC. CDC got 3 political parties. CDC that NPP, LPDP. that Action Party, that Loop. ANC that only ANC. Liberty Party that only Liberty Party. Now we collaborate with Liberty Party. Yombly Delon, because of greed, because of envy, because of wickedness, they broke away from their own party. The men that they brought, then they say we must call a speech. We should call a speech from the men because they don't want brought the man. They don't want to make the man chairman. They say we should call a speech. We believe in what we put on the paper. That's why we stood there. That's why we decided not to go. Because what on that paper is what we believe in. That is why we say we will stay with the need, no matter the political and social or political punishment or whatsoever, we accept it. We stick with CPP. They went to next so many times, they can't win the case. Now today, they got Liberty Party. They got Liberty Party. You all see how they're getting rich, eh? Oh yes, they're getting rich. They're enjoying themselves. Where's the Liberty Party today? They're thinking how to take it to UP. And UP will not collaborate. UP will only tell you, say, listen, just follow us if we win, we'll give you small thing. UP will not just, you either dissolve your party and go to UP. Oh yes, you either dissolve your party. UP never collaborated with nobody. But they pretended like they will give you small thing. So all UP know, they don't want to make Mr. Bwaka to be president. Yeah. They're building roads. Oh, yeah, we're facing a road. That the road came to 2029. You're lying. 2029, we're running the economy. Someone who can create jobs. We're looking for managers. We're not looking for politicians this coming 2029. We want a manager. We want somebody to manage Liberia. We want somebody with the integrity. We want some leader that honest. And Liberian people, the big people that is small, they handful of people, they don't want to spoil in there. They will fight Mr. Cummings. They will fight him any day. You got no trouble. You will hear me for the next 2-3 years up to 2029. We're just starting. In Grand Gila, they will hear me. In Meriden, they will hear me. I will do it until they will hear me in the 15 counties. You just watch and see. You watch and see. I'm not insulting no one. It is my right. The president of Liberia knows that's my right to support who I want to support. Somebody say, oh, Munel, you know, when you're talking at this, they want. No. If they want to do that, they will hear it. If they want to go and close station down because I'm talking, then let go close Spoon down first. Then go and close the other station down. I'm not insulting nobody. But opposition, you must come together. We must come together. The information that they're going to replace the entire election commission. People who are willing to do fire damage. The people they bring in. You must stay good. You must look for the best candidate. Now we should do the VPS. That's Mr. Ability proposed that. Let everybody go and try. Strengthen your party and come back. And let's do the VPS. If the Liberian people say yes, that's it. And that is what Mr. Cummings won. Let's do the VPS. If the Liberian people say this, that's it. You know what I'm saying? We know people spending money. But let me tell you something today. The way you lie and the way people that lie, Mr. Cummings, hey, he will eat money. He can spend. Your team, Mr. Cummings, can just spend his money because he's crazy? No, Mr. Cummings spend. Yes, he gave money to this. He do money for campaign whatsoever. But if you think Ellis Cummings will spend his money, but people, let me tell you something. If you choose not to vote, it's up to you. The child that say the man will not sleep, that child not sleeping. The citizen that say that they will vote for a bad leader, they will suffer. That you will suffer. We always suffer because you know what? You will be begging us. The smaller one we get, we got to keep for our family now. So there's consequences to every election. We look in our mailbox, we see people still begging for school fees. People confessing, oh, they lied to us. Oh, they do this to us. I voted for them. Even my own representative can't see me again. Open the line at Tucson. Let me hear from few people from there we can leave. If they won't call, find out a business. Should we have a tail lane? Come 2029, we need to try new people. We should have a collaboration and let the leaders and collaborate among themselves and decide who will go as a standard bearer and a vice standard bearer. Is that what we need to have a strong coalition? This is not about who got the numbers. If you have the numbers, then don't collaborate. So if you're sedition, if you don't want to collaborate, tell me. Say you're sedition, you'll not collaborate. They will know. So open the lines. If I can get nobody, then we'll have to go home.
All right, folks. If you want to be part of this platform, this lovely Sunday night, number to call is 0777-959-959.
And also, if we have an election today, if we get Joseph Boaka, we got Josh, we got Mr. Cummings, we got Ability, and we got Conglo, who you will vote for.
Okay.
If we have an election today, I want to see the first 5 or 10 callers. Maybe if you call and say what you want to say, maybe I will pay for your data.
All right, so
pay for your data.
Yeah, so listeners out there, you heard from the host, the General Mr. Moni Kishen, based in the USA. So if you want to be part of the platform tonight, here is the question: if today will be an election day between that Joseph Walker, the Jowia, the Mr. Cummings, Conglo, the Ability, who are you going to vote for? So if you want to be part of the platform, we'll get our first caller right here. We'll go to line 1. Good evening and welcome to the program.
Good evening. I'm telling you, our general.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Call your name.
I know you from District 14, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, we are listening. Go ahead.
I can hear you.
summertime, I want all the community in school. And for me, with my family, we choose the example me to be the president for Victoria Latino for 2029 election. Because we want changes. The CDC, the Unity Party, we can't wear party again.
All right.
So we want changes. So for what I want
Hello,
is that
Puro
we
Lang.
want to move from community to community,
Okay.
from county to county. And that gave me that we calling your play. We having to go to refugee. I'm a refugee, but I live more. Class and the 14 but I want that player, he must carry any country he going in, he must play it.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I started playing it on the Grand GD radio already. Yeah.
I start following on the TV election. When we go there, what is the man? I think the group, man, we want to be in the man, being we want. So I want that player what I listen to. Any time they going, they must carry the play. Because Nigerian people, that something is confusing. Our politics.
All right. So thank you very much. We switch to the next person who are here. Good evening and welcome to the platform. Yeah, good evening and welcome to the platform. Yeah, Lincoln of District 8.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the first and foremost, this election we're here today.
Yeah.
We need an opportunity. Very speaking.
Okay.
Very come with it. We are tired of the two political parties. CDC comes back, then we get confusion. Then the party comes back, we'll steady confusion.
All right.
But now that board will just be free. Very important.
Okay.
But what I want to do, I want to have a connection with this EU in there. We have a braver movement. And this is confidential. I cannot see on the list.
Okay.
So when I was back,
Please take his number for me.
Yeah, I got his number. It's Lincoln, the political actor. I know him too good. Okay.
Okay.
yeah, so we can start the conversation from there. Thank you very much.
But
All right,
let me hear who you vote for today if we have the 3, 4, 5%.
Yeah, the man already said it.
What is it?
They say we need the alternative, so automatically going for Kumis.
Okay.
All right. So we switch to the next person. We switch to the next caller. Welcome to the platform.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Good evening and welcome to the platform. Your name? Calling from where?
My name is Mama. I want to react.
Okay.
Yeah, I got my family, but I will now call my family, but I got cheap. So then I go a one city.
Okay.
Never ever. I will never ever go for Muslim men. I can't do it. So what? It happened in the whole world. We see it. So I will not follow already. I will never ever. I'm telling them also. Never. I just go for Muslim men.
So if today's election, who are you voting for?
I will vote for George Weah.
All right.
Or I'll vote for Joseph Watson. I'll vote for the Philip men. Or I'll just vote for Muslim men.
All right. Thank you very much.
But ask him about comments. Why are you not voting for comments?
So why you not voting for Cummins? Okay, we lost him right there. Let welcome Masisi. Masisi, welcome to the platform. We good. Yeah, Masisi, go ahead. We are good here. We are good. Okay. 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 Okay.
But I want to know who she will vote for today.
Oh, so Masisi, if today's election, who are you voting for? Okay.
What her party?
Manuel, Joe, yeah.
Okay.
CDC.
So if we are not in a race, who should vote for?
Oh, we lost all right there. We switch to the next person. Welcome to the platform.
Hello,
Yeah, welcome to the platform. Your name?
I'm Jackie P calling from District 57.
Okay, let's go ahead. District 7.
Yeah, thanks for the topic in discussion.
Okay.
If election was held today,
Uh-huh.
I would be voting for Joseph Nimabwaka.
Okay. So if Joseph Waka is not there, who are you going to vote for?
Except other changes, but for we are, I can vote for we are, I can vote for Commies.
Okay, go ahead. Why?
The reason I will not vote for Commies, because Commies is now the person to lead the country.
Okay.
On one front, when Commies lost, and I was expecting him to pledge his support to CDC, he should have been neutral.
Okay.
But he saw his papers right. So I can't vote for
Asking, did Mr. Cummings pledge his support to CDC? Asking.
I will never vote for
Hey,
CDC.
listen, hearing you.
I will never
Did
vote for
Mr. Cummings
CDC.
pledge his support to any political party in the second round?
Yes, he did. He gave it on his own words and quite sufficient. He showed
Okay.
himself that the area he was going.
All right, but thank God you support your party. No. I'm happy that you supporting your party, Unity Party. That's a good thing. You can vote for CDC. You can vote for Mr. Cummings. You can vote for no other party. So you can't even call one other party apart from Unity Party. So that means you are diehard Unity Partisan. That's a good thing, and I respect that. Okay, let's go to the next caller. So who you voted for last election?
So who you voted for?
Last election.
I voted for him. I will always vote for him.
But then, what are you talking about now? You say you're not. No. You voted for him last election. Don't change your own topic now. Okay, that's your right. That's your right. I'm not sure. Okay, let's go to the
Thank
next
you. Thank you.
That's your right, my brother.
Okay, Masisi.
I hope you come back on the show.
Yeah. Yeah, Masisi is back. Yeah, Masisi is back. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Omar. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, because people don't listen.
Okay.
Thank you
All right.
very much. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Masisi. That's the voice of Masisi. Thank you very much, Masisi. So, General, you hear Masisi?
Yeah, what you say?
Masisi says she won't be sensitive only in woman. The last caller.
Yeah, man, they lie too much, man. All these things are nice.
All right, let's go to the next person. Welcome to the platform. Yeah, well, okay. Okay. Yeah, all right.
Oh, two of them I call up.
All right, thank you.
Yeah,
Sorry
but
for
you
that.
gave
Thank
false
you.
information just now. But anyway, we all won.
All right. So number to call 0777-959-959 or better still 0881-871-670 are the numbers to call if election is to held today. Who are you voting for? I go to the phone line right here. Welcome to the platform.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, your name calling from where? Welcome to the platform.
Yeah,
You say what? Go ahead. Okay, no talking plenty. We can eat kumi. The other caller say no talking plenty. We can. All right, no, my man. This caller from River G. Please give chance to another callers out there. Please. Okay, so number to call 0777 959 or better still 0881-871-670 are the numbers to call. If election is to held today, who are you voting for as your president? That's the question for tonight. So, General, whilst waiting for call, do you have anything to say?
Yeah. And I'm saying it again.
Okay, let's go to the phone line. Welcome to the platform. Good evening. Yeah, welcome to the platform. Your name calling from where? Your feedback is bad. Please walk away from your monitor a little bit. Or okay, go ahead. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Please take that man number for me.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. Oh, so what you need to do, get my number down. Later you call me behind the scene after the program. My number is 0777 35 21 07. DJ Tuzon, my name. DJ Tuzon. Okay, thank you very much. All right, we'll switch to the next person. Welcome to the platform. Good evening. Yeah, your name calling from where? So the question is, if election is held today, who are you voting for? JMB. Okay. So if Joseph Waka is not there, who else? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So once JMB not in the race, you're not going to vote.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. I'll switch to the next person. Good evening and welcome to the platform. Yeah, your feedback is bad. Walk away from your monitor, please. Okay, go ahead. Okay. So if election is today, who are you voting for?
Actually, I found so much fault in both parties, but I was looking at CDC because the program government have failed us.
Okay.
Just there to set the government. Our program is there for only to set the government. But the masses is hungry.
So who are you voting for? Kumi.
So if three of them there, who you voting for?
I don't care what they say. I'm not looking at whatsoever they will discuss about.
All right. So, General, what are you saying?
I say if George Weah is there, the three of them, who he voting for?
Yeah, you are the general.
No, I hear voice sound very low.
Okay, if three Kumis, Joe Weah and Bwaka, three of them, who are you voting for?
I will look at Kumi.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
That's an honest opinion.
All right. We'll switch to the next person. Good evening. Welcome to the program. Okay, let me say good morning because it's after 12 now. Good morning and welcome to the platform. You say your name again?
Promise.
Okay, promise. So
Promise,
if today's
promise.
yeah, election is today, who are you voting for? John Manuel where?
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. So if we are not in the race, who are you going to vote for?
Hello?
Yeah,
If we are
Joe
not in the
Weah
race,
is
who you
not
vote
in a
for?
race, who are you voting for between Cummins and Joseph Boaka, Billy T, and the rest of the other guys? If Weah is not there.
Maybe I cannot come into my first year. Never ever go to never.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. The line is busy. Thank you very much. Okay, we switch. All right, we switch to the next person. Good evening and welcome to the platform.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah. So your name calling from where?
Yeah, like the usually in fact, I come to make my point because I was taking your number.
Oh, okay. Yes, go ahead. So if election is today, who are you voting for?
Okay, thank you. When election is today, I'll go up and support me and they make it my position.
Okay.
1 minute, 30 seconds.
What is it?
Yeah. 1 minute.
What is
We'll
it?
give you 30 seconds to give your reason.
Okay, no problem. The reason I give it on behalf of my general to support in Liberia, especially most of Rado.
Okay.
Like what problem as CDC and the Unity Party. Especially the support we are being shared by the Unity Party and CDC. In 2017, when Joshua was coming to power, he told all of the level of the group on the street and begging. When the government in the power, they change one last one is 2 away. So that the government can't say one last year, I will make sure that people.
Okay.
As I'm speaking, the general ministry or justice ministry that is not putting on one is still meeting the so people are creating 3 say 1 is 17, there is new protest coming from the state government. Then go out there and call you.
All right.
And be at the march. I will give I want a deal for that protest. And hear about the people themselves.
All right. Thank you very much.
So that's the problem. Thank you.
All right. So switch to the welcome to the platform. Good morning.
So
Okay,
he
we
said
lost
you'll
that caller.
vote for Mr. Cummins?
Yeah, he will vote for Mr. Cummins. Is the caller that asked for my number.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, General, you can go ahead.
Okay. That's the question I asked you. And tomorrow morning on this platform again, I will ask the question. If the question was, we'll have a poll this whole week. Joseph Boaka versus Alex Cummins in a second round. Joseph Boaka versus George Weah in a second round. George Weah versus Alex Cummins in a second round. This whole week will go about this pool. So I'm asking you if election
General, hold you there. Let me hold you there. Go to the phone line. Yeah, welcome to the platform. Yeah. Good morning and welcome. Okay, so if election is where you calling from?
Yeah, Horse, start my okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. If election is today, who are you voting for?
Be honest to you is George Manuel.
Okay.
If Weah is not in the race, who are you going to vote for?
Hello? Okay, we lost him. We lost him there. Welcome to the platform.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Your name calling from where?
I'm calling from Power,
All right. So if election is today, who are you voting for?
Well, I'll be carrying nobody else for my original barrel medicine, Joseph Boaka.
So if Joseph Boaka is not there, who are you? Yeah, who you vote for?
Anyone that will be selected on the party because I know the party in the interest of the country.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. All right, I'll switch to the next person.
So what he said, who you vote for?
Anybody that give their support to Unity Party.
I don't understand what you're talking.
He said anybody that will give their support to Unity Party if Joseph Boaka is not there, if Joe Weah is not there, anybody that will give their support to to Joe Weah is the person you will vote for?
I don't understand what you're talking. I say if Weah is not in the race, who you vote for?
All right, we'll go to the phone line. Welcome to the platform.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome to the platform.
My name is Alexander, and then I do work on the US draft.
Okay, so if election is held today, who are you voting for?
I'm going to be voting for his former Excellency President George Weah.
Okay, if Joe Weah is not there,
As my primary concern, I don't know as to what I maybe we try to get the coming with, or we can just the seat position within our company that is well recognized to our domestic event. But I fully believe that former President Weah will be back to the race. I don't think the person should be that, and he will be, because they are showing a mark that he who came from the sporting arena can transform this nation. Yesterday we said he was a politician. He came with Alexander Kume. Alexander Kume is now a politician. He's a businessman. But then we criticized President Weah yesterday that he wasn't a politician. Brother Bogart is now a politician, but now he has taken the political arena, and when you look at his political arena, like he has told me, or I guess how you going to take him rather. Now, it's all about President Weah's dream. The dream that President Weah has for the country, that is dream that President Weah is trying on right now to transform this nation. So I think if President Weah having to come back, like will be transformed in the proper form and manner that Nigerians will be celebrating and the world is celebrating Liberia.
All right.
President Weah.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Good morning and welcome to the platform. Okay, so if election is held today, who are you voting for? Okay, if Joseph Walker is not there, who else? Okay, all right.
You voted for him before?
You voted for him before?
Okay, so Alex Cummings versus George Weah, who you vote for?
So Cummings versus Joe Weah. Okay.
I just asked you the question. Cummings versus George Weah, who you vote for?
The man say Cummings. Oh, after Bwaka, you resign. You're not voting for nobody. Oh, okay.
Okay,
Oh,
so
thank you.
that means actually you resign 2029 for true. Don't worry about me. I'm just kidding. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Welcome to the platform. Yeah, good morning. All right.
What's up, man?
And my name is Mohammed M. Kane.
Yeah.
Mohammed M. Kane, the general son. I refer to myself from the general son.
Yeah.
Let me say thanks to the general for all of his analysis and critical analysis for what all he has provided. If it comes to share this information on the platform. Okay? So I think in sharing all, it just leads out where that many people or the best estimate is that they're going to choose come 2029. So that means I would always appreciate the general for always coming on the platform. So general, I start with you and let me say thanks to you.
Thank you.
Always look up to you. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much.
Who you going to vote for?
Mr. Cummings. So, General, you can go ahead if you want to be part of the platform.
And for those of you who are listening, it is your right to vote for who you want to vote for.
Yeah.
But what we're saying here is that we have been having two political parties for the last 20 years. We're not saying that they are not Liberians. You see, the other guy who just called, the guy before this last caller, he said, I voted for George Weah. Now I'm voting for Mr. Bwaka. I would never vote for nobody. I can never vote for Mr. Cummings. But no reason why. Because Mr. Cummings is not in CDC or not in UP. But he know deep down that Mr. Cummings is qualified. He criticized Mr. Cummings, but I can't vote for Mr. Cummings. Mr. Bwaka is doing good. But the same way the CDC man will tell you, say, the thing that Mr. Bwaka doing that CDC started it. You don't say I will vote for Mr. Bwaka and Mr. Weah no matter what happened. But that's why I'm asking the question. If election is held, my reason of doing this, from 2017, whenever we had a poll in this country, Mr. Cummings have been coming tear. It tells you that Mr. Cummings is the tear option to our problems. Mr. Cummings is the guy that we can try if we decide to get rid of these two parties. That's all I'm trying to tell you. That's why I'm trying to tell people, every poll on the spoon on OK, Mr. Cummings will come tear. Mr. Weah is popular. CDC and UP, they are the biggest party, whether we like it or not. But every time we have an election, Mr. Cummings will be in a tear position since 2017. Since the 2017 election, today. But Liberian people, most of the Liberian people now are seeing it, and they are fed up, saying, listen, you know what? I think it is time to try someone. It's not a two-party that because if UP blunder, then we'll go to CDC. When CDC blunder, we'll come out to UP. And these two parties are aware that if they go in the second round, Liberians don't have choice. They will have to choose one of them. And CDC is not UP. I don't know if UP were in charge and CDC leading them with less than 10,000 votes, whether they would turn our election over. But CDC were able to turn it over. Less than 1%, CDC gave it up. Can Unity Party do that? Unity Party, we're not facing a new candidate. It will be very hard. They want to face in George Weah. So they can do whatsoever it will be between the two parties. Again, they will fight. One person will take it, one person in charge will cause the noise, because Unity Party, they are very good. They understand propaganda. They understand cheating. It's not a joke. It's not a joking thing. But we pray to God that it shouldn't happen for God's sake. We want transparency. We want accountability when it comes to elections. I know you're enjoying your positions. Some of y'all want for Mr. Bwaka to contest again because you will still remain there. Mr. Bwaka promised to only run for one term. They promise if he break it to UP. He's not breaking it for us. Because when politicians say I'm going for one term, we don't believe it. So he's not breaking it for us. He just broke it for you. And this coming election, we'll have to campaign. We're not voting because of roads. We're not voting because of yellow machine. We'll vote because of economic stability, job creation, good health, good education. Because I myself want road, so I'm supporting UP for the road. I supported Weah for the road. We want an overhead bridge. We're supporting it. We want a machine that our taxpayer money will pay our bills. So it's for every one of us. It's not for UP alone. But we want to know, can you stabilize the economy? Can you create jobs in Liberia for our people to survive? Job creation is what we're talking about. Agriculture, health. That is what Liberia will be voting for. We're looking for managers. We're not looking for politicians anymore. We're not looking for sweet talks. And let me leave this with you. No matter how long you keep a laser in the water, it will never turn to a crocodile. People who mismanaged yesterday, if you bring them back today, they will mismanage. Or men who mismanage and come back and apologize and realize his mismanagement, I'd rather consider him. But the man cannot come back and cannot even apologize and say, yes, I made some mistakes. Just for example, it's the same problem in America today. So you made mistake yesterday and you don't realize your mistake, you will continue to make a mistake and will continue to suffer. That is why I asked the question. It's not about whether Mr. Cummings is going to take first or not. I'm only telling you, every time we do a polls, Mr. Cummings can't tell. Not Tiawon Gonglo, but what he did so much. Now, is there any other call? Tomorrow, I would run the same polls tomorrow. The 3, I will put 4, 5 candidates, all the candidates. Let me see again. I just want to show to you people. Now, all the people that called today, the first guy that called, he said, I will vote for Weah or I will vote for Mr. Boaka, but he stuck to Weah. So the calls that came in today, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 calls came in today. 16. Out of the 16 calls, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 went to Mr. Boaka. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 went to President Weah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 went to Alex Cummings. And among these 7 that went to Alex Cummings, we had people there, 2 there who voted for UP and someone from CDC. Now, this is nothing for you to be happy about. This is nothing. This is not what they call poll. Real polls that you call them. When I call you, I ask you who you're going to vote for. That'll be a one-on-one. It's not to just call the radio station. I don't believe in any kind of poll. But I'm just trying to tell you, just for tonight, if we have election tonight, it tells you that Liberians are fed up with the 2 political parties. Liberians are preparing. But guess what? For it to happen, Mr. Cummings must do the work. ANC must do the work. They must reach out to the people. They must reach out to the common man. They must go to Mount Teresa. They must go to Mount Seba. They should understand how Lapabido works. They should understand how a child can sleep in the Raditan market with no food. They should understand how Zogo sleeping in the graveyard with nothing if you want to win. So I will continue this poll the whole week. If we put all these people together, are you willing to have another chance? Are we all willing to say, listen, these 2 parties, it is now that we try. Maybe you like Billy T, maybe you like Tiawon Gonglo, maybe you like other people. But every time they had a poll in Liberia, Mr. Cummings can't tell. It tells you Mr. Cummings is our alternative. He's the alternative. And we'll call to Mr. Weah. If Mr. Weah is not there, then it's Mr. Cummings' chance. Because I know everybody who voting for Mr. Weah, if Mr. Weah don't make it, definitely they're going to support Mr. Cummings. And you know, we stand in a better chance. Mr. Cummings stand a very good chance. The people who voting for the Unity Party, if Mr. Weah ever go into the second round, they all will support Mr. Cummings. You see, because why you 2 parties hate each other? Why CDC and Unity cannot stand each other? We must come together. Unity Party come there, they fire all the sedition. CDC go there, they fire the other people. Everybody just paying debt. We got to live together, my people. Even the teeth and the tongue can live in the mouth. So, guys, tomorrow, what time is it in Tucson?
19 minutes after 12 o'clock.
After 12?
Yeah.
Okay. So, how long are you going to be on again in Tucson? Because you can go to bed.
No, after the program
You're still
going
doing
off.
security. You're still doing a security watch.
Yeah, doing the security watch, but due to the bad weather today, so we need to go off.
So what's on right now? The solar.
The solar, yeah.
Okay, so you'll be open to get them for tomorrow. Okay, guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. My name is Munel Kishen. As usual, let us be on this and please text me the numbers for the people, especially the guy from Ghana'sville. We need to talk, and this platform will be around for a very long time. This platform will raise money to help people, will help young people, people who are willing to work, honest people, not people who are willing to just eat money, because I'm not in that group. If you think you won't eat my money, you're not eating it. Let me tell you, I'm going to send my about tear.
Well,
you got to show your honesty. You got to show your patriotism. You got to show that you're a patriot to do the work. We all must do the work. No matter what happens, we must give option to another candidate. And that candidate is Alex Cummings. We can never talk about honesty without calling the name Alex Cummings. We can never talk about job creation without talking about the name Alexander Cummings. So you see, lies, lies upon lies. And let me leave you guys with the guys, the vagabond, nothing but idiots who just go around. Today he's sick. He insulting people, lying on Mr. Cummings.
I invented it and I stuck it on Ellis Cummings, and it's stuck. Shit. It's stuck. Today did I get to stay on Ellis Cummings? It was something I invented. And the way I did it, I called somebody from Atlanta, where you were living. So I created a story, and I called the person and I attached the person name to it. The person is a big librarian guy too. You say, yeah, my man, I will tell you the truth. So I use that person as a reference, that information. So that's what we did for George Weah to get him to where he is. Shit.
Okay, Tuzo, take it from there, my brother. Take it from there.
It's a big game, man.
All right, folks.
So that whole gay thing, I invented it.
You've just listened to the program, The Independent Mind. Liberia on this frequency now. Do join us to the later on this morning for another edition of the program.
We don't even want we have to come to the microphone.
And once again, the name is TUZON King. This is our love to say goodbye. And
yeah, I mean, can't talk.
Oh, Liberia, wake up time, oh, time for the people to talk. Independent minds for a better Liberia. Independent minds, let the voices be heard. From Montserrat to Grand Gate, Low Fanimba and Bombi, Majibi, Bassa and Riverside, Refugee, Grand Croix and Sino. Ideas rising from every town, speaking the truth and lifting the nation. Progress, unity, transformation. Independent minds for a better Liberia. Independent minds, let the people speak. Hosted by Monier Keshin, the General. A strong voice for the people every day. Call out. Live on Care Radio FM 95.9 and Top FM in Grand Gede. Streaming on KCN TV and TGN TV, Facebook and YouTube. Independent minds, the future is bright. Independent minds, Liberia, unite. Independent minds, the future is bright. Independent minds, Liberia. Woo!
And how he was treated, because it will get people to sympathize with him.
Yeah.
Let us not make it our focus talking point. I think the best selling point for Mr. Cummings here is the failure on both sides.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us get the arrest agenda. Okay,
Yeah.
diagnose the arrest agenda, and then present the arrest agenda as compared to that of the
CDC.
The CDC purple agenda, right?
Yeah.
So we're looking at the filling point, and our emphasis in discussion should be, okay, these things were promised and they were never accomplished. And things were just being done spontaneously without it being a part of the agenda.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason why we are looking for not a politician, but we're looking for a manager. Because that puts Cummings way in a
Above.
position where I'm not competing with y'all
Yeah.
because you guys are politicians. George, where you have actually classified or defined yourself as a politician from a soccer game.
Yeah.
Joseph Burkhardt, you have classified yourself as a politician. Now you're inability. People have tested both of you. They know it. They know your inability and they know your ability. So Mr. Cummings, on the other hand, who have made recommendations that were not taken into consideration, but the one you guys took into consideration, you celebrated. You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
I wanted to put Mr. Cummings in the position where he's actually in the driver's seat. We're not the whole thing, the voting thing. I think we should actually kind of lay low on that a little bit more.
Okay.
Let's lay low on if today was election day, who will you vote for? No, let us lay low because we still have a lot of work to do. Let us make the convincing case because UP is still failing.
Yeah.
Right. By the end of this year, Monet, you will see what would be coming out. People will start to call for themselves and say, you know what, we really thought the Pape could do it, but not doing it. Because right now, with the Iran war, things will get tougher.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Things will get tougher. So now our emphasis should not even be on, oh, you should vote. We will only be exposing, or we should be exposing, how CDC failed in certain areas. When CDC was in power, these are places they failed. UP said when it comes to power, they will fix things. When it came to power, they instead started to retaliate. We put both of them against each other. So we stand in the middle ground, like we are the neutral people here. UP come in, we acting that we're feeling sorry for CDC because eventually we will have to work with CDC.
Yeah.
UP came, they're supposed to be the governing force. They're supposed to unite. President Barker has not been able to unite the country. He instead dividing the country more. They are demolishing people's homes. Those are the things people want to hear. But we can't let those things go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those things
Yep.
have to be reminded. We got to keep pushing it.
Yeah.
Keep pushing it. Let it people.
The same people that voted for them, they're demolishing their homes.
They're demolishing their homes. The same people that voted for them, their homes are being demolished. And the very people who voted for them are being taken out of their jobs. The same people who voted for them, they are part of the police force. They have not gotten salary increase. Their lives have not changed. So what's the difference? CDC came, they introduced Liberian complaint. They did not feel the impact. UP came and said they were going to get rid of harmonization. They maintain the harmonization. You see where I'm going with this, right?
Yep.
We're not even bringing common